Hi everyone, my name is Vivian Cigarroa and I am a Gear Up tutor at Riverside Middle School. I currently attend the University of Texas at El Paso, where I am majoring in early childhood education and I am minoring in Spanish. So today for this video, we'll be talking about human capital, which is the skill set and talents that you have. I will be talking about some of the skills and talents that I've mastered because I've been involved in organizations or because of school and work. I'll also be talking about some of the skills that I wish to improve, and then I'll be giving a few tips on how to grow your own skills and talents. Here we go. 5 important skills I mastered. So one of the skills that I've learned to master is communication. Communication is needed everywhere, in school, at work, and in organizations that you're involved in. I learned to master the skill because first of all, in courses, you always have to make sure that you have good communication between your professor or between you and your classmates. You know, you want to make sure that you have all the due dates right, that you know what the assignments are, and that you're receiving like the right content. At work, you want to make sure that you have your communication between you and your employer in case, you know, maybe you need to go a doctor's appointment or something. You have to make sure that you tell your boss that you won't be showing up and things like that. For organizations as well, you want to make sure that between all the members, all the officers, there's good communication, because the reason that you have an organization is because you have the same interest, and you know you want to all make sure that you're able to communicate well. The second one is teamwork. I use this a lot in my courses actually because most of our assignments are in groups. You always want to make sure that the team that you are working with, that you know you all agree on things, that you guys are following the same plan, and if any issues arise, that you're not afraid to voice them out, obviously in a nice manner. Adaptability. So this I learned at my job simply because there's times where you know you have to turn in things at a certain time, and your employer might change that because something happened, and you have to make sure you are able to adjust to that, you know, and still be able to deliver what your employer asked of you. Creative thinking. So I learned this in my organization that I'm in because I hold a position where I'm an event, kind of like an event planner, and I plan a lot of the events that our members go to. You know, you always want to make sure that you're very creative on these things because you want, you know, the entire organization to have a good time and to really like it. I also learned this with my classes because I am going to be an early childhood educator. So I want to make sure that any of the lesson plans that I make are very engaging to kids. You know, it makes them want to learn. And the last skill that I mastered is public speaking. So for this, I use a lot actually in my courses as well because we give a lot of presentations, and in some of my organization because I also give presentations about different information things. So for my courses, we're required to present like lesson plans, things like that, in order to to get a better idea of what it will be like when I have my own classroom and when I'm teaching to students. For my organizations, we tend to present about different things, like whether it's about networking or it's about some events that are happening in campus and we want our members to be involved in. So I've learned to master this skill very well. 3 skills I want to master. So the first one is learning Spanish. I kind of know a little bit of Spanish, but not to a point where I'm proficient in it like I would want to be. I do want to be a bilingual teacher eventually, and Spanish is something that I have to learn very well if I want to help these students out and make sure that they understand the content. And it also helps out a lot, you know, to learn 2 languages because this country is very diverse, and a lot of people, you know, are gonna know a different language rather than English. So it would be really good, you know, to have that. The second skill is organization. So I really want to improve in this because I am involved in so many things. You know, I have school, I have work, and then I have organizations. And sometimes I get really stressed because there's so many events going on, or there's so many things I need to do that I don't have anything like organized in a nicely manner. I want to make sure that I do, I have one day where it's just I need to do my homework, another day where it's work stuff, and another day, for any like event planning or things like that for my organizations. And the last one is time management. So this skill, a lot of people actually have yet to master because it can be hard. Procrastination sometimes does get to somebody, and it's very important to learn time management, especially when you're in college, because a lot of things are going on. Professors do expect a lot from you, and if you're working as well, your employer does expect a lot from you. So it's important that you manage your time wisely and that you get everything done and in a nice, timely manner, and also that it's good quality. Now, increasing your skill set and talent. So, in order to increase like your skills and your talents, the best way to do this is to set goals for yourself. First of all, you want to set goals that you want to meet, and along the way, you learn what skills you need or talent you need in order to meet these goals. Also, another thing is that it would be really great to maybe ask for feedback on your strengths or your weaknesses. Usually, you can ask your peers or your employer if you're working. You can ask them what they think you should work on, and it really helps. It's not criticism or anything like that. If anything, it's really good feedback, and to become like a better individual. Another thing also is, getting involved in organizations. Like I said, you learn a lot of things, when you get involved in organizations. There's different skills that you can learn, public speaking, time management, event planning, things like that. Also, as you attend school, you're going to learn a lot of things. You're going to school because you're going to gain more knowledge on the career that you want. So with that, you already are going to learn so many different skills and talents. But those are some of the tips that I can give you on how to grow your skill set and talents. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it kind of helped with things that you maybe want to later on master, and it just gives you an idea, what you want to do and like later in life, and you have a good successful career and things like that. But thank you.